Hey everybody, as you know, I love to try new things and exotic meats are no exception. I'm super excited to make all kinds of wild meats for you guys, but today we're gonna do elk. It's got less fat and more protein than chicken, beef, and pork, and with a saffron butter sauce and wild mushrooms, it's gonna be awesome. Some challenges for this recipe, and as always, we'll address all of these by the end of the video. Where the heck do I find elk? What if I don't have saffron? How do I know if my mushrooms are wild? First things first, we're gonna make saffron butter. Now this is gonna be really simple and really tasty, and it starts with a half a pound of the good stuff. All right, set that aside. We're gonna chop some parsley for the butter. Now you don't have to use saffron or parsley. Whatever herbs you got is gonna taste awesome, because after all, it's butter. Just make sure those herbs are finely chopped and right into the butter. Salted butter, by the way. Good helping of black pepper. And if you've got it and you're feeling adventurous, a little red and white pepper as well. And of course the saffron. Now saffron isn't a really robust flavor on its own, it's just gonna add a hint of sweet spice. You can stop right there, grab a baguette and just have that. That's awesome. All right, this dish needs a little fungus. Now, how do you know your mushrooms are wild? Well, you have to go to a reputable produce dealer and just ask, but it really doesn't matter. Wild mushrooms have a more intense flavor, but any mushrooms will work perfectly for a dish like this. Let's clean them up. Just give those a bit of a chop, any way you like, thinly chunked, whatever. Just gonna put those mushrooms aside and chop some garlic. I hear people always throwing me things on this show. Really thinly slice 1 clove of garlic, mobster style. Cast iron skillet, medium heat. Good sized dollop of our butter right in the pan. Woohoo! And the star of the show. This is elk vacío, which is basically the tender portion of a flank steak. Just gonna move that butter around a little bit, and then our steak goes right on. You gotta have a little fat with elk because it doesn't have its own. Mushrooms and garlic right beside it. And just a pinch of salt. Some black pepper on everything. Now for sure, every grocery store doesn't carry elk, but if you have a specialty butcher or you live near a big city that has a specialty butcher, they'll be able to get it for you. Just about 2 minutes per side, this is ready to flip. We want to make sure not to cook that elk any more than medium, and we can turn these mushrooms too. Make sure we get a nice even coating of that butter. Oh man, it smells so good in here. So I'm going to remove this, it's done. We'll just leave the mushrooms there for now, give them a little mix in that butter. And I'm going to tent this, just let it absorb its natural juices for about the next 10 minutes. All right, let's plate this up. Take a peek. Haha, that looks gorgeous. Check this out. Beautiful. Oh, and these gorgeous mushrooms. And just for kicks, a little more butter. All right. Knife and fork time. I'm super excited. I literally only had a banana today, so this is lunch. Let's dig in. That is truly awesome if I do say so myself. You know what? People describe it as a cross between venison and beef. I think that's fair. It's really good, tasty, tender, juicy. I gotta have another bite. Just wanna rub it in the sauce a little bit here. That was truly magical. The mushrooms with that herb butter and the hint of garlic went perfect with that tender, juicy elk. I really hope you guys give it a shot. If you do, you're gonna have a bunch of leftover herb butter, which is good for just about anything. And in keeping with this exotic meats, I wanna try like kangaroo, crocodile, emu, maybe even something really crazy like chicken, I don't know. But don't forget, a new food video every Friday. And if you wanna subscribe, click over here. If you wanna see more of my videos, over here. So I hope to see you guys next Friday. Really robust flavor. It's just gonna chop some garlic.